You can come up a long way in organizations by being good at solving problems that other people are defining, right? That you're there, you've got an approach, an analytical capability, a set of insights that let you take a well-defined problem and really turn the crank and come out with good solutions. And that's terrific, right? And we don't want to pretend that that capability doesn't remain important. But what happens when you're the person of last resort, right? What happens when you're the one that has to define what problems people are going to focus in on? Because there are a million of them, right? There's a broad range of things. We could focus on that. We could focus on this. We could go, up and down and sideways. One of the core roles that you play as enterprise leader is the lens, the focusing lens of what we're really going to spend our time on. What problems fundamentally are we going to work on solving? And if you do a good job of that, then your organization's energy gets deployed in an effective way. If you do a bad job, people are running off in all directions. To be able to say these are the vital 4 priorities that our business as a whole is going to focus in on for the next year, and pick the right ones and really stick to them, right, and not let things kind of go all over the place. This is hard work. First of all, understanding what are those crucial issues, right? What really are the 3 or 4 vital things that we need to focus our attention on? And getting clarity in your own mind about those things, right? And having them be the right ones. And then having the discipline to really drive that kind of alignment down through the organization around those priorities. That's a huge thing to do, and it's very challenging. But if you don't do it, what happens? So much of the agenda setting piece is gauging people's readiness to go down the road with you, right? Are they going to be able to follow you down these particular roads, right? So I think that's an absolutely indispensable piece of it. I think also part of that emotional intelligence is putting together the right advice and counsel network that can help you refine your sense of what you want to do here, really refine your agenda, make sure, test it with you, right? Be sure that it's really ready for prime time so that when you take it out, people don't go like, oh my God, right? There's 2 pieces to it, right? One is really having a very deep understanding of what's going on in the external environment, right? Because you can't set an agenda if you don't understand the external environment. Having a pretty deep understanding of what's going on in the internal environment with the climate and the culture of the organization and seeing if there's mismatches. And then, yes, absolutely defining, what are the key changes that we need to pursue and what magnitude over what time period, right? I mean, if we're in a turnaround, we're moving fast. We've got an agenda that's got to be set quickly. We're going to take some quick actions. We're going to take that axe and start hacking off limbs. We're in a realignment environment. It's back to the conversation. Maybe it's culture. Maybe it's continuous improvement that we need to be focusing in on. Maybe it's the learning organization piece that we need to be emphasizing.